Hi everyone, this is Chris with Elevate Construction. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 5 things to take into consideration when you renovate the kitchen of your single family rental. Now, before we get started, we want to be sure that you are attracting the type of tenant that you want, and that is a tenant who's going to take care of your property. And how do you do this? You show them that you are also taking care of the property by not cutting corners during your renovation. So let's get started with color. So when you do a color scheme for your rental property, bold is not the way to go. You go bold with your own property, not with a rental property. When you go with a more neutral color, you speak to a more variety of people and they'd be more open to come take a look at your place and rent it. So, some people say the grays are going away. Gray is a safe color. Agreeable gray, we do a lot. We do gray flooring, agreeable gray walls, white trim. It speaks to a larger group of people, and people enjoy that look still. And you want to make sure that it's well lit, right? If you have a kitchen that's kind of stuck in the corner, maybe there's no natural light coming in, you want to make sure there's a nice light in that area and a lighter color kitchen to make it look a little bit more opening and more welcoming. So let's talk about cabinets. Now, if you're in a higher income area where you're trying to attract maybe higher executives or people who work in higher management or whatever, are higher earners, you want to probably consider custom cabinets with soft closed doors and things like that. But you don't always have to go like that. You can use prefab cabinets. They still look nice. It gives it a nice fresh look. You want to add in maybe soft closed cabinets, hinges on there, and you also want to add in some really nice hardware just so that it pops. So those are very inexpensive ways to make it look a lot nicer and more attractive and more welcoming in your kitchen. So you can go custom or you can go prefab. What I would not do is put new countertops on old cabinets. That just looks really bad. If you got recent cabinets, you can always paint them, give it a nice different look. Maybe you have cabinets from the late 2010-ish when it was a darker color. Lighten them up a bit with paint, put some nice hardware on there, you should be fine. Let's talk about countertops. Now, if you are, again, in that higher area where you're trying to attract people who are higher income earners, you definitely want to go quartz. You can go granite too, but quartz is more durable. If you're going to use it for a rental, quartz is durable. You just need to make sure your tenants are not putting hot things on top of that quartz. So use quartz if you're looking at just a general area that are, you got your blue collar workers or whatever, and you can look at the neighborhood to see what kind of finishes they have in that neighborhood, whether it be a Formica or a quartz. I would always go quartz. You're going to pay more in the end or at the beginning, but in the long run, it's going to be cheaper because it lasts a lot longer. Now, if you need to go budget friendly right at the get-go, Formica will give you a nice fresh look at the beginning. It's not that bad, but just know that it's not going to last as long as a quartz countertop. So let's talk about backsplash. So backsplash, again, if you're in an area where you're attracting the higher income earners, you definitely want to go with a tile backsplash, make things look really nice. Maybe you work with a designer and get a nice backsplash that works well with your countertops and your cabinets. If you're looking for more budget friendly, you can just do a backsplash with the quartz, maybe a 4 to 6 inch backsplash, and make sure you get that nice paint with the nice sheen on the background just above your backsplash. So let's talk about appliances real quick. So appliances, here's my rule. Always go with the same color. I've managed some rental properties in the past where you had a white microwave and a black oven and a stainless steel refrigerator. It just doesn't look good. It tells the tenant like, hey, I'm just going to replace it when they break. I don't care about anything else. It just sends a bad message. If you're trying to attract a tenant who wants to take care of your property, you need to show them that you're taking care of your stuff. Have everything that matches, okay? Make sure it matches your color scheme. I do like stainless steel. Stainless steel looks good. Stainless steel makes it pop. It gives the impression that it's a higher quality rental. So I always go that route if I can. Now, in the older properties that do not have a dishwasher, there's a big question of whether or not I should add a dishwasher. So if you ask me, my answer is going to be yes. Again, you're going to attract the tenants that you want, right? You want a tenant who wants to take care of things, and they typically want a dishwasher, and they usually will pay a little bit extra, right? If they can have a dishwasher. If the rest of the neighborhood does not have it and you have a dishwasher, you can probably get a little bit more rent on that. You're going to have to work with your property manager on that. But just know, when you add in a dishwasher, when you're doing a renovation and you have to add a dishwasher to a kitchen that does not have a dishwasher, here are things that you need to take into consideration. The dishwasher needs to go next to your sink on either side. It needs to be close by. Not completely necessary, but if you want to stay budget friendly, stay close to your sink, because you're going to have to share water lines and you're going to have to share that drain. If you move the dishwasher far away from the sink, you're going to have to chip into the foundation, or you're going to have to reroute that drain somewhere. It's just going to cost a lot of money for that dishwasher. So if you're adding a dishwasher, put it next to the sink. That way it doesn't cost as much to install it, because it's closer to the water source and the drain. Here's the other thing to take into consideration for the dishwasher. If you put the dishwasher in there, make sure you have its own electrical wire set up, so that way it's not pulling from any other outlet. So you want an outlet or a wire source, some electrical coming down to the dishwasher itself, and that's going to be an added charge. So when you know you're going to install a new dishwasher, know you're going to add to your budget for the drain, for the plumbing, the water lines, and for the electrical. Okay, so take those things into consideration. Hey, these are some quick tips on your single family rental renovation for a kitchen. If you want more, check us out on our YouTube page, or you can check us out on Instagram, Elevation Construction Team, and check us out on our website, elevationconstructionteam.com. Thanks.